let's check. Let me pull up chat. There's it, tools, scene collection, docs, chat. Here it is. Let's open up YouTube. Come on. Bum bum ba dun 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 dun. There's it, tools. Oh no, we are not starting that. Cool. Let me change my Discord settings so it's voice activity. There we go. Up here, stream, I'm gonna be working on Dark Magic Pack and various other mods. Yeah. Did it say I'm only gonna ping 40 people? No, it's a pinging 400 plus people. I was like, why is it alerting me for 40? Alright. Everything's set up. Let me quickly change this to be the actual screen where I'm working. Alright. Oh, I had Crisp Plus opened as well. Okay. I was going to work on the tongue next, because I just finished making the textures for Simon's tongue. Hi. Actually...
For a moment, I was almost gonna ask why the hell did I press the mic button, but I realized that my Windows taskbar is transparent.
Let's quickly go and dither this.
I might actually just disable out. I might as well just disable automatically hide the taskbar, so I don't have like any incident like that again.
Let's see. There we go. And then I have a sprite of the tongue fading into sweet nothingness, so that I don't have to... Does Coding Simon help? Coding Simon has certainly caused some annoying problems. Mostly because he's a dynamically placed room. Some of the issues with him might disappear in 0.8, since 12 is tweaking how open areas are calculated, and that might allow for Simon to actually behave as initially intended.
Yep.
But, at least for now, before I do anything, let me check up on Simon in his current state. Bro, these textures, what do you expect? Simon's a living wall of flesh.
Oh, hi.
I haven't released API 6. You know, it has this cool new menu. You can see that I enabled both YouTuber mode for Criminal Pack and Carnival Pack. You can see my other saves, and you can see how there's a separate save of Carnival Pack with YouTuber mode on, and then one of... Oh wait, no, never mind. I deleted that other save. But mods are different. Also, oh, this is a save I could transfer to the current game. I still need to fix this text, as this is broken right now. But I can transfer it to the current game if I wanted to. You know what? I'll do that just to clean up this list. And to make sure it still works. All that look. And now we only have a few slots. Let's quickly check. You know, I think I'm just gonna do... Like, also, obviously, Simon is not gonna be on floor 1 in the final mod. He's definitely... Why do I still have subtitles on? Oh, wait. Do I have Crispy Pluses? Hold on. Do I have the checkmark fix off? Yes, I do. Let me... I want that back on. Have you checked out my improved texture pack? No, and I will not if you link it. So... Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't... Like, I check people's mods, but I don't really pay attention to who makes what. Or any of that. I don't really check out texture packs. Especially any that are, like, improved packs. Because I like Baldi's aesthetic. And any improvements I make, I put in Crispy Plus. Yeah, Crispy Plus has this new feature in the test build of it I have that replaces the check marks in the options menu, so they're actually nice looking. and not stretched versions of the you can think pad icon. Wait, actually, there's something bothering me about it. This is bothering me. Let me fix that. I just try to fix that. I mean, that's that's not much better.
Oh wait, it's called. Oh wait, it's the C-bar config.
Whatever. I'll worry about it later. But yeah, it improves the check mark so it actually looks nice and doesn't look weird. Sort of like Crispy Plus. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna check it out. Why do I still have subtitles on? I forgot to turn those off last time because I noticed the awful... Like, oh, you know, actually another... You know what might be a good improvement for Crispy Plus? Is replacing the, sides of B soda machines to be, like, you know, textured, like how the lockers are textured now.
Yeah.
Because they're still, like, flat colors. So I think it would be interesting to have...
I presume the same will also go for, like, the met parts of the, like, cafeteria tables.
Hey, you!
Oh, hello there,
As I do
Zorbster.
recall, like, them using a similar material in Classic. But they might use, like, a different material in Plus, I'm not too sure.
No, I won't tractor beam you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I have the faculty tag on, so he didn't see me. He still suctions me in, though, because he doesn't ignore faculty. There are still a few balance tweaks I might want to make to Zorbster. I made a minor tweak to a carnival pack where Zorbster can sometimes... Oh, shoot. You know the worst part of the new Zorbster change is that if I do this, then the... Oh, that's weird. That's really weird.
Tractor beam.
Oh! Jeez! Hold on. That's weird. I'm gonna quickly go over to the carnival pack source. That's weird. Oh, is it because it uses the same cast as... great, okay, I think this tractor beam cast is getting blocked by the chalk eraser, which is not correct in the slightest. It should not be...
She'll go through, like, the... does the chalk eraser dust, like, have its own layer?
I don't know, I'll have to check. It's just so weird. I guess I have to look at how I coded Zorpster. I might just be using Zorpster's look raycast for the tractor beam, but I don't think I am. Because characters can get picked up with it, and characters get ignored by characters. Look raycast. I learned that the hard way when I was first programming Dealer.
Hey, you!
Hey, shut up. No. I wonder if he's on my map. Come on, Zorpster. Give this up.
Hello? Hey, you wanna be part of my experiment?
Shoot. No, I just need to get... Shoot! That is exactly what I was worried about. Because I had to wait to get Zorpster's tractor beam to... You son of a... No! Okay, fine. You know what, fine. I'll go to your... I'll be part of your experiment, you insane
Interesting.
thing. But not interesting enough. You can go. I haven't even seen... Did I... Oh, wait, no, I don't... I think I got rid of Simon on floor 1. I'm pretty sure he only is on floor 2, so I gotta beat this floor 2, actually. Before we see Simon. At least in his current half-implemented state.
Congratulations, you found
Zorpster?
Hey,
I swear. No, Zorpster, Zorpster, no, no, okay, okay. Love that you said shut up to your own NPC.
Like, the sculpture room at the moment is little, like, still it just looks like kind of empty. Well, it is empty for the most part.
Oh gosh, yeah, the Zorpster room. I have ideas of what decorations I'll put in there. But like,
welcome to my store.
hi, I'm Johnny. Welcome to my store. Oh, actually, I just remembered something. Ages ago, I calculated like the amount something needs to move like one tile to like move like 1 pixel relative to the wall tiles. You know, I might experiment with like seeing if pixel snapping the item animation looks good. Of course, that's kind of that's kind of me starting to take a few liberties with the Baldi's art style, but I want to at least try it. Like how I tried that
Consider your map filled.
like how I tried that whole look at something and it like shows the item icons thing that's turned off by default because it was deemed not like too different from the standard Baldi stuff. No, the issue with Zorpster's room is that Zorpster's room is oh, I'll take this. The issue with Zorpster's room is that it is literally hard-coded because the level editor did not exist when I made Zorpster. So I just literally manually copied all the tile values from Dr. Reflex's room into Zorpster's room. Because I had no idea what any of, like, what direction meant what. So I just wanted to copy something I
hey,
knew.
you want to be part of
This is
my
like
experiment?
sculpture's room and
Interesting,
this
but not interesting enough.
technically just uses
No.
the same file structure as Dr. Reflex's room.
Yeah, because it's literally just Dr. Reflex's room that I just, like, stole. Oh, hi, dealer. You missed me. I do not. Oh, I forgot he goes through B soda in his charge.
Wah.
Because he uses forces and forces override Aden's.
I found.
Honestly, I should probably fix that. I should probably just check. Jeez!
Take this item. Hey, I wasn't done.
No. I do not.
It's
That's an
the
eye.
item
Yeah, I had a.
Thinker hates a lot.
The grappling hook is
Take
almost.
this item. Deliver it to Prince. Hey, I wasn't.
I do not want to do a deal. I do not want to do a deal right now. Honestly, dealer stealing your entire inventory is literally just because I could not think of a more appropriate punishment. Wait, where's Simon? Where the, I swear, did I break something when I,
Who is Simon?
what the fuck?
How the hell did he not spawn?
That's what I'm confused about. Where is
Check the
he?
object.
Well,
Check the object thing in like Unity Explorer. See if
yeah,
maybe...
yeah, cause you know, I haven't. Wait, okay, hold on. First, let me check. Like main 1 as it's a custom level object. Let me check. I don't know. It's level main 2 is where
Potential NPCs.
potential NPCs. He should be in here. Should be at the end of the list because he is. He's how? How did he not spawn?
Bad luck, I guess.
Welcome.
Wait, let me check extra NPCs. No, it's additional NPCs. Oh. Oh, I know what's causing that. Oops, that is entirely my bad. It's because I have YouTuber mode on. So both of the, it's because I have
The
YouTube.
YouTube remote overrides it.
Yeah, because YouTuber mode adds it to the forced NPCs list and then subtracts 1 additional NPC. So if both of them put on YouTuber mode, there's literally no room for Simon.
That makes sense.
Let me go over to config. Let me go. Hey, at least I get to show off the. So if I turn off YouTuber mode, on both of these. I completely forgot that YouTuber mode would do that. You see every floor, every NPC mod? I mean, I could, but then I'd have to do with every NPC. Let's check now. So yeah, it generated a new file because my previous file had YouTuber mode enabled. And since YouTuber mode is a tag, then, you know.
Just a quick question. I have not touched Baldi in a while. What is the Dark Magic Pack?
It's the pack I've been working on. It adds in Simon, the living wall of flesh, and it was supposed to add in like a new item and a new activity, but I realized the item was just a clone of the doubloon from the pirate pack, and I realized there was no good way of pulling off the activity that wasn't just a clone of the math machine. So I wasn't happy with either of those, so I've scrapped them both, but I have new ideas. My two current ideas are the Strength Potion, which gives you 3 turns of, like, completely busting down doors and being able to click to break windows. Yes, it's an item that breaks windows, but it does it differently. And I forgot to write down what the second item idea was. But I'm pretty sure it was another potion. But I can't remember it now, which makes me really sad, because I know it was a good idea, whatever it was. But that's what I get for not writing down the new ideas.
Oh, so...
Jeez! I think it might have been the frog potion, because I know I was experimenting with the idea of a frog potion that turns you into a... Oh wait, no, I remember now. It was the time stop crystal, which would just be a port of the old time stop thing you could do in Endless Floors with the time stop clock upgrade, just as its own super rare item. With a few extra perks added, like making you invisible to all characters and being able to walk through them, because time stopped. And obviously that's a really busted item, so it would be really rare, like teleporter levels of rare. I think would be appropriate. Where is that last notebook? I saw it earlier, but I couldn't get it because it... Shut up. Hey, you want to be part of my experiment?
Looks like my fog machine is malfunctioning again. I can barely see anything.
I gotta look at the carnival packs just to see how.
Who's doing this stupid fake slap sound? I'm gonna mute the soundboards in here. Also, at some point, there's no source code for...
What? How did you?
There's no source code for, Criminal Pack available, I don't think, right now. And, like, a lot of my newer mods are missing source code. That's because at some point I want to move all the pack mods into one unified repo. Because it's annoying having, like, 3 different repos for all my small mods. So I made the Misc mods thing, but I haven't... The one mod I was going to release that was part of that repo was the Shuffle event. And the Shuffle event got merged into the Dark Magic pack. So, you know.
Wow.
Hey, you want to be part of my experiment?
Actually, their eco-friendly fixer was actually made in that repo. But I'll probably delete the code for it before I actually release that repo.
Do you not want to be a part of the experiment?
The whole eco-friendly fixer thing, I still think is one of the most funniest things that has... Jeez. The whole eco-friendly fixer thing just ended up... Like, I will admit I was in the wrong for uploading it to Game Banana, but I do not think I was in the wrong for making the mod. Because people were genuinely, like, you know, couldn't play eco-friendly because instead of trashing the mod like a mature person, they made this whole childish...
Yeah, it was like... Yeah, it was like a bit, like Big Finger did not really handle, like, the situation properly.
Yeah, and then he... And then he went...
Like,
What
I'll take care of it.
And then he went on to
What
steal...
situation?
Big Thinker intentionally broke his eco-friendly mod like so it could like soft lock the game, showed a wall of text, and you had to forcefully close the game. Instead of just trashing the mod on Game Banana, so he intentionally wasted people's time. So I made a mod that fixes that version, that fake version of the mod he released, so people who downloaded it can play it. And he got really angry at me for that. And now he made his own API, in air quotes, that he used as part of his fragile Windows mod. He like I never want to use the MTM 101 API ever again. He put a poster mocking me in the mod. Oh geez, hello there. He made a poster of like, he made like a poster mocking me in the
Jesus.
made a poster mocking me, and then he stole my code, and is very diligent about not stealing my code, even though it is very blatantly
Modding
my code.
community,
Like the fact that
modding
he
community
like
still
the fact
seems
that there's like proof of
Ooh,
him of
ew.
plagiarism. The fact that there are
That
like
is
many things like leading for plagiarism.
Yeah,
I mean,
like hold on, let me.
like you could probably just say, "Oh, it's all placeholder code." Like some of this stuff is placeholder code. I'll eventually write my own implementation later.
But no, hold on, Henry. I have it up on the screen share. This is my code, right? This is the original code directly from the API. It is like, and note the order. It finds Beans, it clones him, it disables his component. It's his entity component. It then disables him, names him, gets the audio manager, destroys the audio device, get rid of the source ID, decrement the source ID. You know, do it, and then it sets it as the template. It gets the template object. It then destroys Beans and then destroys the animator. It then changes the layer, removes the value from all entities, and then converts to a prefab. And now let's look at the code that is quote unquote his code. Looks very similar. Not to mention the decompiler output. It even does this unnecessary reassignment that I did when instead of just putting in template.gameObject, I did gameObject template object equals template npc.gameObject. And look at this code that is supposedly his. It does the exact same steps in the exact same order. And this is the only one he he said he just looked at the API code. Which, considering you know what? I can kind of believe, but also this is still very clearly a slightly modified copy and paste job from my code.
dude. The modding has the modding community not changed over the past months?
Okay,
Like,
but
other than modding plus now.
I don't know. Here's a more egregious one though, because like this is literally like the enum extensions thing are literally the exact same thing from the API. Even like extend enum dat. Literally the only thing he did was change the starting value to 123 so it didn't conflict with the API, and also
Yeah,
remove the A from
apparently,
data.
apparently he did this because he was like getting problems where like the IOU fake item was like was
Yeah.
overriding like his items.
Yeah, because, you know, instead of using the API, he just copied the API features, meaning it has no communication over which enums are taken. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is, you want to know, like, when I confronted him that this is literally stolen code? Like, I'm not insane. Like, even you can see this, Bam, like, you can see this is
Yeah, I can
blatantly
see
my
it.
code, just copied and tweaked
I
a
can
little.
see.
And
Yeah,
DNSpy's
yeah.
messing it up. He said he, quote, found the code on a forum post. And then the forum post he linked did not have this segment of code in them at all, which they wouldn't, because this is my code! This is my code! And he is so diligently denying the fact that he copied and stole my code. I don't want him to get rid of it. I just want credit. Like, sure, the API license doesn't dictate that you have to give me credit. But on Game Banana, I don't think the license stuff applies. I literally just want him to admit that he copied my code. Like, he can keep it. He can keep the copied code for all I care. I just want him... I just want him to admit it's my code. And to give me credit for it. Because that's my code.
Maybe, I maybe just like withheld.
Oh my gosh!
Hold
Hold on. It's literally the code that has to be done. Just stop complaining. You're being narcissistic. Okay, TXV. How about no? Actually, you're wrong on all accounts. Sure, copying beans is an easy way to make an NPC, but it's not the only way to make an NPC, and it does not need to be done in the exact same order that I did it in. That is very blatantly copy-pasted code. Even the same thing with the enum code. That's not the only way to extend an enum. It uses the exact same classes and structs and same function names as my
The
code.
concern is that it's not that the code is similar. It's just that the code. I mean, the code is too similar that it's just like that. You could probably come to a conclusion
Like,
that the code is plagiarized.
I know for
Maybe.
I know for a fact. Okay, sorry, Domino, that you joined in the middle of beef, but I just okay. Listen, it's not the fact that it does the same thing. It's the fact it does it in the same thing in the same order in the same exact implementation. Like, for instance, hold on, let me pull up like this, like the example of the extension stuff being exactly the same. Like, he claimed he got this from a forum post, and I know he didn't because I wrote this code, and I know for a fact that this is not the only way to extend enums. He could have just, casted a number to an int or made a list. He didn't need to copy my extended enum dat stuff. He didn't need to copy any of this. This is not the only way it could be done. There are hundreds of other ways it can be done.
Wait, one other way you could prove it is like if you opened your API and dnspy2 and compare the code.
Oh,
Because you had to use dnspy for the original.
Good idea. Hold on, give me a second. Baldi data. I mean, let's see. I don't think I've built a release version, so that should match the last public. Also, sorry for still being on about this. People have been like, I just have the right to be upset about this because this is my code that is getting stolen here. Let me demonstrate my point. So where is the enum extensions? I know it's around here somewhere.
Wait.
Enum
When is
extensions. Here it is.
generate tags called?
Hold on. Enum extensions. Extend enum.
Wait. Okay. Off topic, but when is generate tags called?
In quite a few places. Why?
Because I'm essentially gonna pair it up with.
Wait a second. Wait.
Config.
Wait a sec. I mean, okay, things are obviously going to be different because the. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Do you think? I wonder why this code looked so weird. I wonder why it looked so. Do you think he copied the dnspy? Wait, is this the same function? Just wanted to make sure. Did he copy the dnspy decompiled output into his mod instead of just grabbing the source code? And then that resulted in the code deteriorating like this? Or because it's oh wait, it's probably because it has the XML, so it's able to more coherently stitch this together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why the decompile output looks better, because it actually has the XML. I was wondering why the outputs were looking so. Definitely changed a few things. Looks like. Oh wait, no, he didn't. He just removed this debug log. Never mind. But yeah, seriously, I have the right to be upset over my code getting taken. I don't want it gone. I just want him to admit it's my code. That's literally all I've been asking. All right. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough of me getting annoyed at Big Thinker. Also, Big Thinker made this image, made the image that I plastered all over the thumbnail, like trying to quote mock me for some code I did in Criminal Pack. Oh right. Luis Adams, you're asking where the where generate tags was being called. Hold on.
Yes, so I can have an idea as I'm essentially making it. So the tag is essentially kind of a hatch based on the config.
Generate. Oh, for Pete's sake! I'll just do this. I'll just open up a Visual Studio. If Big Thinker rewrites the code, will you just shut up? Either Big Thinker rewrites the code so it's not mine, or so it's not a direct copy. Listen. I literally do not want. Listen. I do not care that it's my code in the mod. I just want it. I just want him to say it's my code. That's it. That's the one thing I want. Is just credit. He can keep the code. My mod is licensed under MIT. He is under no legal obligation to get rid of it. That's not what I'm asking. I just want him to admit that that's my code instead of going, "Oh, I grabbed it from a forum post." Like that's all I want. Is that too much to ask for credit? Yeah, anyway, generate tags. Let me grab that for you. Let me find all the references to it. Let's see. Generate tags is called it's called when the saves are transferred. It's called when it can be called when it's being loaded. It can be called it's being called on load. It's also called on saved. It's called pretty much any time tags need to be referenced. It's called in quite a few places. It's called when it's trying to find the appropriate saved game.
Dude, look at this mod I found.
What do you mean keep telling myself that, buddy? TXV, I've said multiple times I just want credit. Let me Baldi's Basic Plus recreated. This is literally illegal. This is immediately...
No, just look at the screenshots real quick. No, look at the screenshots.
Okay, this sucks. But like... Okay, but this is just trash. Doopity-doopity-doop, doop-doop-doop-doop. Site rule for annihilation, whereas recreating BB Plus mods recreating BB Plus are not allowed, and trash. I mean, I doubt it even had a random level generator, but like, it's literally called Baldi Basics Plus Recreated. It's trying to just be plus.
Ew, that lighting. I'm going to.
Ew.
Yeah, it's obviously just another generic bad decompile, but like...
I thought these were extinct already.
No, they're never extinct.
They're never going to be extinct.
Anyway, back to Simon. He has a bug sometimes where like his eyes kind of just stop behaving correctly. I think I know why, but like it's still a little weird.
That is nightmare fuel.
Oh shoot, he moved. Where did he move to? Oh, he moved over there.
Hey, you want to be part of my
No, Zorpster, I do not want to be part of your experiment. Hello, Baldi.
So theoretically, Simon is a character, right?
Yeah, he is a character.
Could he imagine if somehow he could theoretically be taken by Zorfic? Wait.
He can't. He doesn't have an entity associated with him. He's like Chockles in that regard. Chockles doesn't have an entity associated with him either. He's going crazy.
Crazy. Surely, my newest invention must have been a grand success.
Oh, also with the recent changes to the API I have been doing, I think the API is that was funny to watch happen. I think the API is finally reaching a point where I might actually be happy enough with it to be even considering doing a modding tutorial. Oh! Jeez. Okay, you know what? Let's stop just playing. Let's actually get to... Oh, shoot, I closed. Oops. Okay. Close this.
Wooden ruler direct. Oh.
Ruler Direct's funny. I watched one. It's actually kind of cute. I think it's cool. Have I beaten Days on Algebra Class Mastered yet? No.
Surprised it's kind of taken this long for the community to make a direct.
Yeah. But as I was saying, the API is reaching a more stable point. I'm happy with almost everything the API does right now. Like, especially in 6.0, where I'm finally, like, cutting out the stuff I hated, like the old options menu code, and most of what I don't like about the API's implementation now is mostly just internal stuff. Like how NPCs are just copies of beans. At some point, I plan on manually recreating the beans prefab, so that if anything changes about beans, it doesn't break mods like it did that one time when Misc 12 enabled forced caption colors for beans, and it made every modded character subtitles a bright magenta pink.
Magenta pink. Oh, I just thought it was pink.
It's magenta. Right. The
But
assignment.
it's pink.
This is magenta. Beans' subtitles are this color. This is pink. And I guess technically, depending on who you ask, this is pink, but also I more consider it a light red.
Yeah, that is definitely a white red.
Why are they all beans? Because Beans is a relatively simple character, and creating any amount of any prefab, you have to do it through code, and that's really annoying. So at the time, I did not want to go through that, so I just you know. So that's why every NPC is Beans, because I was lazy at some point and I didn't want to manually recreate every aspect of Beans, or create a blank NPC. So I just copied Beans. Like if you make an NPC in the API, the default sprite is Beans. In the future, I'm hoping future API versions I'll be able to actually create an NPC from the ground up. Right. Anyway, it's time for the fun part, which is creating Simon's tongue. I'm not sure if I'm going to have tongue be something like its own object, or if I'm going to just mash it in with the door. I think I'll probably, for the sake of my own sanity, I'll just mash it in with the door, because Simon's door already handles the majority of Simon's logic. I'll
How to add a new mode. Oops, sorry.
Have you decided on if Can's going to be 3D or not? Can is going to be 3D, because I don't like the 2D vector art that was mostly made. Can's design was made during school class, and vector design art is all I had access to. But I will likely, but I have been meaning to properly learn Animator, so Can will be my first venture into that.
Who is Can?
The Parrot in Pirate Pack, which I had a vote a month ago over which pack would be made first, so Dark Magic Pack or Pirate Pack, and Dark Magic Pack won. Mob vote. Can is a character who would go around the school, perch on items, and while he's going around the school, he would memorize sounds that he heard. And you can if you click an item Can is landed on, then he'll scare off and he'll make a sound that will alert Baldi. But if you feed him a food item while he's flying around, or I guess while he's on his perch state, he will become a moving distraction for Baldi, going around the school and replaying sounds he heard to distract Baldi for you. He will basically function as a moving alarm clock during that phase.
Interesting.
Him copying sounds is going to be really funny, though, because you might hear, beans in a faculty room, and you, pause for a moment to, look around, and then you go in the faculty room, and it's just Can sitting there copying the sound of beans. Is he going to have angled sprites? Yes, I was planning for Can to have angled sprites.
You know, if I were to get back into Baldi Plus modding, like, cause I haven't installed all the stuff recently, cause I had to reset. But if I ever do get back into Plus modding, first thing I'm making is the lunchly pack for Plus.
No. You just eat the lunch lane, you just die. Like, it doesn't even, like, no animation, it just cuts to the elevator immediately and you lost a tube.
You eat the one. No, you use the lunchly and you get a prime, a moldy cheese, and a feast bowl.
That's brilliant.
And then you just gotta. And then if you eat the moldy cheese, then you die.
Alright. Wait. Okay, I think I'll just leave it like this for now, because I'm not sure what functionality I need to give Simon's tongue. Simon's tongue, basically, he will occasionally, like, if he hasn't been interacted with for a while, he'll pull out his tongue and just forcefully teleport the next character who steps on it. So, yeah, you can either hop into his mouth intentionally to teleport around, or you can wait till he pulls out his tongue and lures a character over.
Oh,
I was
that's
originally planning
interesting.
for characters to, like, automatically go into Simon's mouth if, like, the route would be quicker, but the route is almost never quicker. Or at least the code I used to calculate the route pretty much always said it was longer to go all the way around. I can't believe this wasn't... Sorry, I'm ticked off that the beef was still going on. I can't believe this wasn't just dropped yesterday. I'm not just going to drop my code being stolen, because that is my code. The Big Thinker situation is crazy, voice critical. I don't know. I just find it funny how Big Thinker's going on like this I hate MTM rant and then uses my code. Like, I'm not against him using my code. I just want credit for it. And the only reason I'm even still upset at Thinker is because he claimed it was his code. When I confronted him about it, I was like, hey, this looks awfully similar to the API code. Even the struct and class names are the same. And then Big Thinker's like, no. I got it from a forum post. I just wish he was honest. He's planning on rewriting stuff. As I said, I don't care if he uses my code or not. I just want credit for it if he does. It's kind of sad. Also, look, pretty much every single conflict, like, in his mod is just caused by the fact he isn't using the MTM API. Okay, bye, Joe Fitzy. Like, literally every single incompatibility he listed was because he didn't use the API. Because none of the things he created has metadata. And I didn't quite know this when I first made the API, but metadata is something that is actually used by a surprisingly big portion of mods. Like, I noticed that. It's, like, I think it's really cool, because I put into metadata into the API, kind of copying Forge API, but metadata is used by by a big portion of major mods now, because it's just a really easy way to allow people to add mod support, is just by adding the appropriate tags. Quickly, and then let's do public Simon tongue. Okay. Do I create a quad? No, I do not create a quad at any point. Well, darn. Asset man dot add from resources mesh. Actually, I'll just do manually dot add mesh quad resources dot find objects of type all mesh dot first x dot name equals quad. All right. Also, there's like a whole secret character in the Fragile Windows mod. I found the secret message for it when I was scourging through its code. Good to know that the modded save system doesn't generate tags before all mods are fully loaded. I don't. It shouldn't. As oh, actually, yeah, no, it can't because BepInEx. I think the awake functions get called before literally anything else. So as long as your tags are like ready by the awake after the awake function, then like everything should be good. But I still put in the is tags ready just in case like your tags rely on something else, meaning they won't be ready by the time the API start, by the time the save system gets initialized. Because the modded save system is just, a direct patch over the original save system. And also tags tags aren't really like necessarily stored anywhere. Where to put is tags ready? Is tags ready is just a virtual is tags ready is just a virtual void that you can virtual bool that you can override in the save IO class. Just override that, and if it returns false, then it'll just well, hopefully it'll just skip over validating tags for that. But if you do use is tags ready and you return false, you do need to call regenerate tags when your tags are actually ready. But if your if you're loading a config in awake, then you don't need to use is tags ready, as for instance, Criminal Pack and Carnival Pack don't override is tags ready because their stuff's already in by the time it's already in by the time because BepInEx config loads first, so it doesn't have to wait on anything. I have not tested the regenerate tags function, by the way. What is my opinion on times? I like it. I mean, I like it, but a lot of its characters are eh. I also don't like the sheer size of the mod, and also I have a feeling that because it exists, a lot of people don't want to try plus modding, but that's stupid. The real reason people don't do plus modding is there's no good tutorials on it. At some point, I plan on making good tutorials for it, especially now that the API is in a place I'm more happy with. The prospect of making a tutorial is seeming more and more like something I can actually do while still being content with it. That's why I call this custom. I'm just gonna call this Simon door animator because this is not reusable for other doors.
Time to open Visual Studio. To everyone watching the stream right now, y'all will be getting the one-toy pack.
I'm not watching the stream, and I can't really because I'm streaming myself. But you know.
Yeah.
Let's see how long is this been going?
Yeah, I forgot to ask, how is everyone?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That is good.
Anyway, I need to create quads from scratch. I mean, I should really create a helper function for this. Let's just do. Um. Man, I need to get the shoot. Where did it all go? Can you seriously? Oh my gosh. You guys seriously stop going after each other for expressing opinions. Anyway,
What's the chat going on about?
they're just like blah blah blah. I think they're like, can you guys stop talking about how ugly the truckload of test textures are? I'm just like, yeah, they're hideous. They're actually horrid, and I wish I could turn them off. How do you apply flag regeneration? Let me check. Where did I put the? Because I know it's like generate, like regenerate something. Oh, for Pete's sake, GitHub search. You're not helpful. I'll just open up the API again. Because I haven't actually had any situations where I needed to regenerate the flags.
So how long has the GitHub search been broken?
I don't know. It's a. Okay. I'm guessing I thought I called it regenerate. Oh, no, it's regenerate tags. Wait, did I type? Okay. No, it's just modded file manager, singleton modded file manager dot regenerate tags. Tags match could be broken. I certainly hope it isn't, but I never tested it. Need to stop calling them flags because they're tags. Oh, another thing is that since Big Thinker isn't using the MTM API, that means none of Big Thinker's custom items save in the saved games. As, you know, unless I could be wrong, he could have added it to the appropriate list needed to save. But yeah. So, but yeah, once you call regenerate tags after the tags have changed, it should say like it should say the tags don't match reloading save. You cannot cross this point. Anyway, time to.
Mr. Beast Space 6.
Base equals this. Tongue base dot transform dot set parent to the Simon door. Simon door dot transform false. Tongue base dot transform dot local scale equals vector3.1 times I think it was 10f I needed to do for the walls for that. Oh, I need to get the base material for tiles because I know there's like a base tile material. I need to find that one.
Oh, hi.
Material. I think if I just search up tile, I'll find it. Let's see. tile-based alpha is the one I want. You know, even if I made a plus modding tutorial, my main concern with that whole ordeal is just that plus modding is a very complicated thing compared to regular classic modding. You have to, like, truly be willing to drunge deep in the dirt of C#. You have, like, 30 mods on every time you play, it's joyous. It's nice to see. Usually whenever I try to do a casual mod playthrough, which I don't do too often, usually I just play with my own mods. It is mostly because I already have them installed. Times is pretty fun to play with too, but there's a reason I only ever play those ultra modded packs when I'm streaming, because they are too chaotic for my tastes.
Times. Baldi's Basics times, but ported to base game.
One thing that I plan on doing is that, when I'm going to make the Baldi mod community equivalent to Citra Connector, which is a thing that allows Minecraft Fabric mods to run on Forge. I'm going to be making a mod that allows, Big Thinkers API Big Thinkers mods to run on, the MTM API. Primarily because I hate the fact there's a new API popping up. And it's not because I'm, like, narcissistic and I want to be the only one. No, if somebody makes an API better than mine, I'll happily move over to it. But the issue with having two APIs is that mods will start losing their intercompatibility, as the main reason I've been so insistent on trying to unify everything under my API is because, all mods will be interconnected. And my API is completely open source, and everyone's free to change it. In fact, for a long time, I've been considering, genuinely, for a long time, I've been considering removing my name from the API's namespace. And just making it the Baldi Dev API, instead of Missing Texture Man 101's Baldi Dev API. But that would just needlessly break so many mods, so I never decided to go through with it. I'm just worried with Big Thinkers making his own API that's entirely independent from the MTM API, that it may cause mods to start losing that intercompatibility that made them so fun to stack. Like, if all the separate mods I played implemented their own systems for saving and loading data and creating characters, half of them wouldn't be compatible with each other as seamlessly as they are now. It's like when the Minecraft community first split off from Forge to, from just Forge to Forge and Fabric. I mean, if a better API than mine arises, I'll happily use it. My concern is just, I've seen how the Minecraft community runs, and I don't want the Baldi plus modding scene to end up like that. Anyway, time to get back to creating.
I think the thing I don't know about APIs is that I guess it's just more so is that it just seems rather complicated. Like, imagine they're they're being mainly the thinker guy just being so petty, like he'd not use the easier solution.
That
It's just
too
dumb.
is that the API also provides easy ways to do a lot of things that would be really annoying to do otherwise, like, creating custom options menus and provides helper functions for creating HUDs and ways to easily create characters and items. And it's just because the API started off as a cute collection of functions. Because that's all the API was during its early days. It was just me making a convenient group of functions. Actually, you know what? Let's go take a trip down memory lane, or memory lane for me. I don't think my API was very popular back then, but if I go over to the API and I were to, geez, 227 commits. Oh god. If I were to like scroll down and go all the way back to like the oldest versions of the API. I mean, obviously Plus was a lot different back then too.
Oh shit, I forgot about the add points patch.
Here it is. Let's see. What is this old version of the API? Oh gosh, this one was just called the name API. Oh no. Right, this was even before it was an actual API. All it did was provide the ability, like a giant way to have like custom menus via the name screen. Okay, let's try to find, when did I change this so that it's actually its own thing? Because I know at some point it turned into the API. I'm trying to find the instance it did that. Here it is. Missing Texture Man 101's Baldi Dev API. Let's see, what did the API look like during its earliest days? It was significantly smaller than it had now, and it was still called Baldi Name Menu. And it still did not have many functionality. I completely forgot about this phase of the API, where all it did was just add in the simple name menu. I think I actually turned it into the API like the next few commits. Here it is. Ready for release BB Plus. Finally updating the version number. Update README. Fix to some header stuff. New asset handlers. Here it is. Here's the first commit that really turned it into the API. Base commit. As you can see, it's called the Baldi Dev API now. You can see, like, you can turn off saves. There's still all the old name menu stuff, but if you look in Asset Manager, back then Asset Loader was called Asset Manager. But as you can see, this is when it started to become the API. It had the get mod path function, it allowed you to load audio clips. It still used Wave utility back then. It incorporated the language extender. It had the rudimentary codes for helping create like item objects and sound objects, but it didn't have any metadata stuff. People make BB Plus mods in 0.1? No, I believe this was around like 0.2, around like 0.2-ish. Hold on. Hold on. Banana Mayhem. Here it is. This mod never updated past 0.4 because banana peels were added officially and, geez, yeah, this was around 0.2. And then it around the 0.3 days, and then it got ported to 0.3.8. I was like, wow. Oh, look, custom poster. I think this is one of the first custom posters.
Yep.
Ah,
Ironic enough of how the first version of like the custom posters mod was like 3 small mods put
yeah.
into one.
But yeah, this is an oldie, but a goodie. Oh gosh, this thing's old now. Crazy to think this thing's old. Wait, Texture Packs mod is like almost as old as this thing's last update. Like, this thing's last update was November 25th. Then Texture Packs mod was created on December 2nd. That was like barely even if like a week apart. Was I made the last Banana Mayhem update and then I made the Texture Packs mod. Also, this mod is actually older than the API. Its very earliest versions did not use the API because the API was not a unified thing that existed back then. All characters, every floor. Also, Hold on. I don't get the point of force play button. I genuinely don't get it. No, did they delete all my... Okay, no. Where's my thing? Where's my post? Did they trash it? So was it even more crash like the original? The original mod wasn't meant to save you a crash. Wait, also, did they stop renaming it to decompile? Oh my gosh, stop name, okay, they actually kept it in the plus section this time. Okay. Because they kept moving this to the decompile section, even though it was a plus mod. Like, this was very distinctly a plus mod. They said that since the beginning. But they think decompile just meant, like, modding base, which is not at all what this was. Because it was not a decompile. Caldy's Basics House. I'm not even going to download this. There's not even 2 screenshots. That means I have an excuse to withhold it. Please add 2 in-game screenshots. Sorry, I'm supposed to be doing mod work, not moderating the Game Banana page, but I keep getting distracted. We're gonna get Baldi in a wheelchair plus. Jeez, I keep forgetting I made that mod. I keep forgetting that mod was my doing. Mesh renderer dot material equals new material assetman dot get material. I'm still really happy with the asset manager stuff. Like, yeah, it's technically slightly more expensive and less efficient than just having a ton of variables, but code is so much cleaner with the asset manager. Okay, new material. Hold on, actually, I probably need to store the mesh render. Hold on, mesh renderer, tongue renderer equals tongue-based.add component. Honestly, technically, this should probably be in a sub-object of the thing, but whatever. Tongue renderer does set the material dot set main texture and set it to assetman.get texture 2D. And then I believe it should be just under the same name as everything else. So it should just be called Simon Tongue Bottom. Let me vector3.forward, because I think I remember what forward was. Well, no, I don't, otherwise I wouldn't be checking. Yeah, it's the last one. Times 10f plus vector3.down times 5f.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, so that should give him the tongue. A tongue. Yeah. The Baldi moving like first prize mods are all your fault. I know it's kind of funny how I basically accidentally created how I pretty much inspired Dave's Fun Algebra class, which eventually inspired which eventually created Dave and Bambi, which then, you know, it kind of just went crazy from there. Jeez, I am... Oh my god. I don't like... I don't like how half of my major life events can be tied back to some random mod I made back in 2018 when I was like 13 years old. I don't like that. That's scary, actually. Like, can you imagine if every single important life event that like in your life was all determined by some random thing you did in 2018?
Yes, I definitely know of a face that has probably massacred the way I think now.
The Raid Mises mod? I don't know what mod that is. You mean where Baldi has no moving gimmick at all, aka a mod where he just walks? Yeah, that was a whole genre of mods, was the Baldi walking mods. Where he walks. Honestly, technically you could probably make a really good one of those in Modern Plus. Oh jeez. You could probably make a pretty decent one of those.
Yeah,
Now,
because Baldi has like a dedicated.
yeah, you can now calculate how far Baldi should be going, and you can preserve the distance so the game relatively maintains its difficulty.
Honest, one thing like about Baldi walking mod, like I was gonna do this for a mod, but then I never did. Is Baldi has his own like stamina system, so that he isn't like, so like I don't know. I can't remember the whole details right now because it's like a while ago, but it was something along those lines.
Also, one of the things that took me a minute to do, but I'm still really happy with, is that you can see Simon on the map. Like, think he's in none of the active positions I'm in right now, but you can see him on the map. I think I found a way I could get his room to show up, and that's by, like, faking it. That's like creating a bunch of tiles with these exact same shaders as the actual map tiles. But they're not the actual map tiles, so they don't get saved to the data. So they don't get saved to the save file, which would obviously break some things since Simon isn't seed consistent. Because he's an NPC and not a structure, so his positions aren't based off of the seed. They used to be, but they're not anymore. Where is he? Where is he right now? I don't know where Simon is. I'm looking on my map.
Great spell to cast upon the school.
Oh, great.
Everyone's appearances have been shuffled.
Great. Exactly what
Everyone's ears have been shuffled.
Yeah, so, like, Principal could look and sound like Playtime or something. Yeah. Baldi's an exception, because otherwise it's just an unfair version of the Ruler Slap event. Like, is that... No, that's Zorpster. Hi, Zorpster. Hello there. Zorpster, do your job. Yes.
Like, oh my god. I forgot about like the config.
Oh, there he
Me setting
is.
the apples. I forgot about me setting like the apples like price to $9.99 in the config as a test.
I think that was... I think that was not... I think that was not actually Zorpster. That sounded much more... that movement behavior looked like beans. I can't tell if the event's still on. I'm scared.
Hey, you.
Okay, no, it's over. Zorpster's actually Zorpster again. That equipment has been jammed by this stupid object. It's scary. The character swap event. Like if there were more characters, the character swap event would be really scary. But yeah. Wait, actually, I just realized I don't see his tongue. Actually, I just noticed that. I was supposed to be looking out for his tongue to see if he had it, but it did not look like he had it. Hate the teleportation type events so much. Oh, he moved. Where did he move to? I was just about to... Are you serious? He's all the way over there. You know, honestly, the kind of saddest part of making all these new character mods is that I genuinely am not really sure if I'll ever be able to top Zorpster. Because Zorpster's just such a play-it-safe character. Like, design-wise. I'm not sure if I'll be able to top him. But we'll see. Also, where's that stupid tongue? It should be over here, but I don't see it anywhere. Like, I don't see... Simon Door. Has the tongue base. Has the mesh renderer. Has the mesh filter. Does the mesh filter have the right quad? Okay, teleport me elsewhere, please.
Hey, you wanna be part of my...
Oh, jeez, that was close.
Hey, you wanna be part
That
of
was
my
not
experiment?
as far as I like. Come on. Come on.
Nothing?
Yes.
Like please, leaking again. Watch out for the wall.
Okay, send me elsewhere, buddy. What the? No, no, no!
Has reached Simon.
Oh, right, that's a Diet B soda. Shoot. Okay, but like he doesn't have his tongue. What is the material wrong? Tile base alpha instance. Is it just broken? Oh, oh, that startled me. No, that's just because. Okay, no, the material's created properly. Oh, that I can see the light map texture, and the sand, and these two other textures. That's funny. I can see the light map texture. I did not know that it had this functionality, actually.
Popcorn.
Hello? Hey, you want to be part of my experiment?
Hey, you.
Seriously, where's the tongue?
Ha-ha. Interesting.
Okay, I don't know why I can't see it. I don't know where it is. I don't. You know what? Let me look at the level editor actually. Let me, cause the why is my okay, whatever. Visual Studio. Jeez. How long is the stream going on? Yeah, for an hour. I just wanted to do a stream, but I don't know. Oh, it's only Saturday. Jeez, I thought it was Sunday already. Never mind then. I think I'm gonna end it here. This has been a relatively short stream, but it's been a really nice stream. It was nice and pleasant. I didn't make too much progress, but I generally got to explain the things I wanted to. So yeah,
Alright.
it's been a fun stream, but there's like another call going on, and I want to join that. So bye bye everyone. It's been fun.